Hey guys, how's it going? It's TrainTrackTrav here, and today we're back at the table once again. So what kind of trouble could I be getting into today? Well, a package came in the mail today with two things in it that I ordered, and I figured I'd share it with you guys and show you guys what I purchased and open them up, unbox them, do a review, give you my thoughts on it, and see if you guys enjoy them or if you might want to purchase them for yourselves. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. What I ordered is this boxcar from Lifelike. It's highly detailed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, this is not what I ordered. I've had this for a while. But no, we're not looking at this. This is not, no. What we're looking at are these. These are two cars that I picked up from the Walthers website. I ordered them direct off the website. Something about, I guess, ordering online, you get a better deal than if you order them out of the catalog. So I bought these from their website to add to the collection, and we're going to take a look at them and see what they come with. I was on a bit of a budget, but I had some money to spend, so I figured I would get myself these. And since these are the less detailed, slightly cheaper, more budget-friendly boxcars, I figured I would go with the Walthers Mainline series, which actually aren't bad at all. Are pretty nice for the price I paid, and they were on sale too. And with the promotion code for Father's Day, it was a Father's Day sale, I was able to get a pretty good deal for these two cars. So we're going to take a look at them and see what they have to offer and see if they are worth your funds for what you are modeling. Alright, so let's dig in. Let's start out with the hopper car first, and then we'll move on to the box car. So without any further ado, let's check out and see what you get with this Chicago Northwestern hopper car. Okie dokie, so here is the first car we're going to be taking a look at before we move on to the box car. Walthers Mainline 50-foot 100-ton 4-bay hopper in Chicago Northwestern, livery number 63126. Product number 910 1953. Fully assembled, turn metal wheels, Proto Max couplers, blah 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 blah. All that fun stuff. And HO scale, good. Phew, wouldn't want to order N scale. That wouldn't look right, would it? No. So let's open up the box and see what we get inside. Opening the box is pretty simple. If you can figure out how to open a box, you're pretty well set. Ooh, what's this? For kits shortages or defective parts, blah 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 blah. Parts request, warranty information. If it breaks, sucks to be you. Okay. Yes, box. Okay, so you get the standard packaging with a lift-away. I've actually never seen this before. Of course, it's been a while since I've ordered a model from Walthers, and I've never ordered a mainline model. The window actually lifts away and fits over the package, which I think is very, very nice. Okay, first of all, let me just say, it is very hot here in Southern California, in the middle of the desert. It is this back room that I'm filming this in. There's no air conditioning, and I am just sweating up a storm. It is absolutely blazing hot. But that doesn't matter. Onwards! Here's the car. Chicago Northwestern 4-bay 1,000-ton hopper car. Pull it out. Now, let's take a look at this car in detail. Okie dokie. Here's the car. Rolling into shot now. And throwing the camera out of focus. There it is. Alright, we'll take a look at this car from one end to the other and see what it has to offer. Starting from this end, if I can keep my fingers out of the light, have nicely detailed metal trucks, metal wheels, plastic trucks. These trucks are not sprung. Nicely detailed and legible printing on the side here, all the warning labels and load limits and placards. The paint is nice and crisp. As you can see, the road name and number, C&NW 63126, split across the stanchion here with the load limit and lightweight on the side, along with the dashed lines along the side here. Moving down the model, not a whole lot to see. It's a hopper car. Hopper cars are in real life kind of basic. Nice detail on the underframe here for the hopper bays and doors. Again, legible writing here on the side. Clean, crisped, painted Chicago Northwestern logo here, along with all the other legal stuff that they have to have on the side of these cars, all the way down to the end of the car. Same thing, rolled metal wheels, plastic trucks, and some nice detail on the inside. The grab irons and stanchions here are molded in. These are not separately applied. These are molded in. Moving down to the end of the car, you have scale couplers, which is very nice, but I'll get onto that in a little bit. Sprung scale metal couplers. Okay, now taking a look at the other side of the car. Not a whole lot of difference, obviously, but there is some. Pretty much, it's basically on this end, in which you can see the air reservoir inside the recessed areas of the hopper. Again, same thing as on the other side. Nice, clean, legible, pretty, beautiful writing all the way to the other end. Here's one end of the car, in which you can see, again, more detail. A lot of it is molded in. Obviously, it's because it's not the most expensive car. It is molded in, which actually isn't too bad. The molding is actually quite nice for molded detail. Again, you have the scale metal coupler and the metal wheels, as well as the road name and number, and all the legible writing, which I really can't see right now. It's exactly what it says, but trust me, it is legible. I can see that there are letters there. Might need to get my eyes checked. And that's for that end. And then if we flip the car around and get it on the track correctly, and it doesn't roll away from me onto the floor, that would suck. Let's put it like that. Yes, I know it's leaning, but it's just because I have to derail it to keep it from rolling away onto the floor. Brake wheel, which is nice and fine. It's not thick and like Fisher Price and all the writing. On the side, metal coupler, you can see the coupler pocket, which is kind of meh, kind of iffy. And then the metal wheels, and inside you do have, as I said before, all the brake detail. I shine a little light in there, and you can see the brake detail inside. And let's take a look at the underside of the car, which is rather nice. Nice detailed doors. Obviously you don't need a whole ton of detail, so there's not lots of detail in this area, but the doors look pretty good in that they stick out. You know, they're pronounced. And if we can get the camera to focus, see all the stuff, assembly screws, but you know, it's not really the underside we're excited about. And then the inside of the car is pretty basic. There's no indications of any doors under here, which would have been nice. The walls on the car are a little bit thick, but not too bad. And but yeah, so I think that pretty much covers the hopper car. So let's move that out of shot and now move on to the Pickens Railroad boxcar. Okay guys, so now let's take a look at the boxcar. Now the only reason I'm unboxing this one too is because the packaging is ever so slightly different. Ever so slightly. Nice. These boxes are quite nice. I don't know, they seem, I don't know, there's something about them seems slightly different than the older Walthers boxes, but these are actually quite nice. So here's the Pickens Railroad boxcar. Again, you get the little paper talking about warranty and all that stuff that nobody ever reads that they really should. And here is the car itself. Now you have to be careful when you take it out because there is some detailing along the bottom that seems to be quite delicate, and you wouldn't want to snap that right out of the box. So let's take it out. There she is. And get our piece of track, put it on, and let's take a look at this model close up in detail. Starting from this end of the car, you can see decent detail. On the ends here you have these molded in grab irons and the foot stirrup. Nice legible writing along here. Capacity, load limit, lightweight. Pickens Railroad, along with the call, or what do they call them? Reporting marks. That's it. Reporting marks. Pick. It says Pickens, the route of the National Railway utilization, which I think is pretty cool. Now, a little bit of research on the Pickens showed that they were a little tiny short line railroad in upstate South Carolina that began operating in 1898, and to this day they're still going, which is pretty neat. They're under Norfolk Southern now, and they're headquartered in Cornelia, Georgia, and they don't really own a whole lot of track. They only own 37 miles of track, but from what I've seen, they use now, their first locomotive was a little tiny 440 steam locomotive, and now they're using old CSX maintenance of way U-boats, which is pretty neat for you GE fans, but it'd be better if they used EMD. Moving along the side of the car, you have door with nice molded in detail, such as the latch and lock. It does look rather quite nice for molded detail. They did a nice job with the fine lines along the closing part of the door here for, as I say, for molded detail. It's quite nice. Door does not open, but I can understand why. Be kind of nice if they did, because, you know, lifelike models have opening doors, but they didn't. That's okay. And then the word railroad, because you got Pickens Railroad, and then you have the logo. I think that's a neat logo. That's a really neat little logo. And then more legible writing, as well as, you know, brake shoes, 2-inch half compression shoes, all your detail information, and some more stuff here on the side. And the other side of the boxcar is pretty much identical. As you can see here, it's not really a whole lot. The only thing that you can really see is from this end. Now you have the brake wheel here, and moving down the side of the car is some of the detailing for the braking is visible, but that's it. Now let's take a look at the underside of the car, which is actually very well done. Here's a look at the underside detail with the brake pipes, which are pretty nicely done, I think, for being a cheaper model, not the cheapest, for being a cheaper model. The underside brake detail is quite nice. And then you have the end of the truck there that is out of focus and now back into focus. And then moving down the model, have the brake lines which go to, well, the brake line which goes to its appropriate location. The underside screws for trucks and couplers and all the regular good old stuff. Here's a look at the end of the car without the brake wheel and with the brake wheel. Again, the road name and number, and some more legible detailed writing. Handbrake and chain, which is molded in to the body, and then a little bit of detail between the coupler pocket and the base of the footboard here, and the scale coupler down here. In the end, these are a couple of very nice cars that I'm quite happy that I purchased with, and for the price that I paid, I think it was well worth it, considering what you can end up paying for a couple of pieces of rolling stock. So now there's not much else left to do but take these to the test track and run them in a train. Alrighty, so I have our cars in a bit of a consist here. Now each of the cars in this little consist have been featured in their own video, such as some of you may remember, some of you faithful viewers may remember this car I did a unboxing of on like my 14th birthday. I did that unboxing and it was, compared to normal standards, just terrible video. And you have the 2-star attractions. Some of you may remember the Frontrunner car I did a couple months ago, and the CSX bulkhead flat car that I installed my custom, showed you guys how to do the custom adapter coupler on that end. So in the end, not a bad little train. But now, we need to find something to pull this train on our little test track with. Let's go take a look at a couple of locomotives. Alrighty, so here are the 2 workhorses, the Union Pacific 060 switcher, number 4441, and the Santa Fe FP45, given to me by my friend from New York. Thanks, Anthony. Still have it. Works like a charm. So which one shall we use? I think we'll use the Big Daddy today. The FP45. Older model, but still a gorgeous model indeed. Alrighty, on the track and ready to rock. Let's send her to the yard to pick up her small consist. In the end, there are a couple of really nice cars, and a great addition to my collection. I think that's some money well spent. Detail isn't too shabby either. For the money I spent, these cars are pretty nice, and I think I will definitely be getting some more from Walthers Mainline, because, as I say, for the price, the detail is pretty darn good. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. I am looking at doing some model railroading reviews and such videos as these, and similar to these in the future. Bring those to the channel, spice some things up a little bit, and just add some new content. Great cars, well worth the money. Next month, I'm hoping to get a hold of some far more detailed cars, or one at least, and taking a look at that. So keep your eyes out for that, as well as the usual rail fanning videos that come along, as well as the occasional, once in a blue moon, something different comes out. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. In the end, there are a couple of really nice little cars. They're even better when the camera's in focus. Now we're going to take a look at the other side of the car. Really not, obviously, that failed. Hey guys, how's it going? It's TrainTrackTrav here, and today... Screwed that up, didn't I? In the end, there are a couple of really nice little cars. They roll nice. Those metal wheels really do help them out. And they just... I'm telling you, it's stalled.